Good morning, and welcome to the James Logan High School virtual commencement of 2020. My name is Abi Brar, and I have the distinct honor and privilege to be the principal for the class of 2020. Before we proceed, I would like to invite Henry Chu, salutatorian for the class of 2020, to lead us into the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Henry. The word unprecedented has been used a lot lately. We're living through unprecedented times. These are unprecedented conditions. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is unprecedented, and so on. Like many of you, I long for the days when things were not unprecedented, and I'm so ready to not hear the word unprecedented ever again. Today, I want us to not think of unprecedented, but instead think of extraordinary. Like how extraordinary the class of 2020 has been through their many accomplishments. How extraordinary they have been in the face of adversity and challenges. How extraordinary they have been through the incredible changes we have experienced in the last 4 years and in the last 8 weeks. Class of 2020, you are extraordinary, and you make us proud. You have accomplished so much in your 4 years at James Logan and deserve to be recognized for all of them. This commencement ceremony is unlike any other we have had before, and probably unlike any other we will have in the future. We are celebrating you virtually today, and we'll see you all in the drive-through Logan ceremony one last time over the next few days through our drive-through graduation ceremony. We've organized this virtual ceremony into 2 parts. In this portion, we will share messages from our student body, our superintendent, and the announcement of the recipients of the Sione James Outstanding Senior Award, the most prestigious recognition at James Logan. The second portion consists of individual commemorations for each graduate, where we have recorded more than 800 dedication videos for our amazing graduates. So, I hope you're gathered at home with loved ones and are ready to celebrate the class of 2020 with us. To welcome the student body, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the Associated Student Body, Russell Augustine.
Good morning, teachers, coaches, parents, and my fellow class of 2020 graduates. Wow, I'm sure that we all imagined that this day would be just a little different from what it is right now. I never thought I'd be delivering a speech on video. A few months ago, my biggest worry was the wind blowing my cap off. Well, here it is, graduation. For me, I saw my brother and sisters graduate at this school, and those were joyous memories because they were filled with so much human emotion. There were tears, laughter, and moments where they all had the chance to see their friends, coaches, and teachers before they embarked on the next chapter of their journeys. Unfortunately, we, the class of 2020, won't have that. And yeah, there's social media, there's texting, FaceTime, and more. But all these amazing technological wonders will never replace the human interaction of shaking hands, hugging our friends, or seeing the sadness in our tears as we say goodbye. Many of us feel robbed and deprived, and we have every right to feel that way. I know these feelings resonate in my mind. COVID-19 has taught all of us to value the humanness of our friendships and relationships. We spent the last day of high school not even knowing it was the last day at all. Never again will we be in our classrooms learning from our amazing teachers of this school. Never again will we be looking forward to the glorious sound of that bell, and never again will we be together in the same place at the same time. High school has come to an inevitable end, and we didn't even see it coming. So how do we get over all of this? How do we muster the courage to enter that next chapter when this one never really ended in the way we expected at all? Well, I really don't know. But what I do know is that we are the class that faced this pandemic and made the best of our situations. And it's not an easy task. And there was a lot of work to make today happen. Our communities came together to make sure that we were all right. and that somehow we would still hold a graduation. We had teachers scrambling to get online classes operational. We had administrators and staff delivering laptops to students. We even had people providing Wi-Fi to homes that did not have them in the first place. All of this reflects our sense of community, and that sense of community is an inspiration to all of us because it reflects how much we care for one another. And you know what? That sense of community and passion to uplift others has been a repeating theme for our class. Last year, many of us stood together to rally and support our teachers during their strike. Many of us walked the picket lines with them and showed our support because we wanted to make sure that they were all right. I bring up the strikes because it exemplifies the kind of power we have as a class and the potential we bring to the table. It is through the power of intellect, interconnectedness, and integrity that we are able to make real change and real impact. So what is one departing lesson we as the class of 2020 get out of our 4 years here at James Logan? Well, I say to all of you that we keep that sense of community in the back of our minds as we move forward. Together, we are stronger, and this is what will help us get us through our toughest days ahead. As we leave James Logan, remember the communities here in Union City, how we all bonded and grew up together in a place that cared about our well-being. Despite all of our differences and rich diversity of backgrounds, I say to all of you, this will always be home. And to all of our teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrative staff, I speak on behalf of my fellow graduates in thanking you for building a mindful and enriching class. I'm grateful and honored to have met all of you. Now, I just want to give a brief shout out to some of my teachers who have made momentous impacts on my development as a person. I want to shout out Coach Lee Webb, Mr. Richburg, Dr. Tommy Lindsay, and Ms. Fry. Thank you all for helping me shape as the person I am today. To my parents, family, and friends, I love all of you so much. Thank you for inspiring me and supporting me with my passions and aspirations. I don't know where I'd be without your unconditional support and guidance. And to my fellow graduates, I wish all of you the very best of luck in your new chapters of life. And remember, fight on. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. Today, we honor our graduates for their hard work and commitment to learning over these last 4 years. Many of our students received various medals, cords, and stoles. Some of these distinguished students have participated in various cultural and academic programs such as Puente, the Institute of Community Leaders, the Marketing and Management Academy, the Electronic Media Productions Academy, BSU, MECHA, Band and Color Guard, Forensics, Leadership, Athletics, Transpersonal Psychology, and much more. More than 40% of this graduating class is graduating with honors, ranging from cum laude, which is 3.0 to 3.49 GPA, magna cum laude, which is 3.5 to 3.99 GPA, and summa cum laude, with a 4.0 GPA and above. We congratulate all of you who have made that extra effort to achieve such high scores over your 4 years in high school. On that note, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Ishika Seth, valedictorian for the class of 2020.
Good morning, faculty, administration, friends, family, and of course, my fellow classmates, James Logan High School, class of 2020. I'm honored to give this speech today. Congratulations, class of 2020. It's been a long 4 years, but we finally made it. We are the generation born in the 2000s, the generation who not only grew up with technology at our fingertips, but with it immersed into our entire life. On that note, I think we all could take a moment to thank the inventors of Quizlet for their constant support these past 4 years. However, no matter how much we relied on the available resources, at the end of the day, all of us here today got here because of our hard work. Our class has had a whirlwind 4 years at Logan. Our freshman year, we dealt with clown scares. Our sophomore year, we became the first class to have a mass lockdown as gun threats became normalized in society. Yet, we stayed strong and became part of the first class to start the tradition of Loganland. Then, in our junior year, we supported our teachers when they went on strike. And now, in our senior year, we are the first class to live through a global pandemic, resulting in a virtual graduation. This senior class has definitely undergone more than most, and yet we all persevered and remained resilient. We grounded ourselves in lasting values, such as honesty, fairness and generosity, and respect for others. We became leaders in our community to stand up and protect ourselves and our peers. Our grit, creativity, and adaptability helped push us through the tough times till the end. Today, we take charge of our own lives and step into the real world. But before we embark on our new adventures, I would like to take a minute to reflect on all the precious memories we've built here at Logan. Students from our forensics team that recently reached 21 years of national excellence became state and national champions. Our band and color guard got invited to play at an all-state convention. Last year, our basketball team reached the state championships, and our girls' water polo team placed second in the NCS Division I finals. And these are only a few examples of the excellence our sport teams and other student groups have achieved. I would also like to thank our teachers for always striving to further our education, and to our families that have supported us unconditionally and pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves. Logan has taught us that we are all different, but has also emboldened us to embrace this diversity. We are a class of nearly 1,000, each hailing from distinctive backgrounds, but we all share this moment of graduating from high school together. Each one of us has our own story, has dealt with and overcome our own challenges and obstacles. But when we come together, we all can rise above and conquer more than we could have imagined, and more than we could have done alone. Today is not an end, but rather the start of a new journey. As this chapter of our life may close, many more chapters open ahead. We are about to enter the most uncertain and thrilling part of our lives. None of us know what's going to happen next. As we leave, I want to stress that we will not always pick the right path at first, and we may make things up as we go, and that is okay. However, only as long as we never admit defeat. To accomplish great things and pursue our dreams, we must pick ourselves up after every stumble and continue to believe in ourselves. Take pride in how far you have already come, and have faith for how far you can go. That said, no matter how you define success, hard work is only part of it. The key to success is to live life and enjoy yourself. I know this virtual graduation is not exactly what anyone would have imagined. It is far from the ideal situation. We didn't get a proper goodbye. We didn't get to walk the hallways one last time. We missed out on senior ditch day, senior prank, senior nights, and so much more. But hold on to the precious memories we did create, and let them remind us to not let time slip by, to not let the uncertainty of the world outside take over, and to truly enjoy this moment. These memories will bring us together and shape us into tomorrow's leaders. We are the future era of change. It all begins with us. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it.
Thank you, Ishika. 9 years ago, we started a school within a school program called Institute of Community Leaders. ICL is a college preparatory program designed to ensure students have every opportunity to meet and exceed the requirements for college. In order to reach that goal, students receive both rigorous academic coursework and a variety of supports. It is my honor to welcome Abigail Tolentino, Valedictorian for the class of 2020 for the ICL program.
To everybody present here today, hello and good morning. As a start, I would first like to express my gratitude towards all the individuals who have helped not only me, but who have helped every single one of these graduates along their journey to get to where they are now. To all the teachers here today who hold a true passion for their work, inspiring countless students and wanting nothing but for the best for them, you truly have changed the lives for these students and have taught them things that they'll remember for a lifetime. To all the hardworking parents, siblings, or other family members who have worked endless days and nights to provide for their family, you all are real-life heroes and have never failed to give us never-ending love and encouragement. Although we may not say it a lot, we love you. To all the friends who have stayed with us the past 4 years, through thick or thin, fights and breakups, you guys have made our high school experience a one to remember, and without you, it wouldn't have been the same. And to any other individual who had a special role in any of these graduates' lives, you are amazing and not overlooked. We thank each and every one of you and are lucky to have had you in our lives. With all the appreciation aside, it's time for all of you to get to know a little bit about me. If you don't already know, my name is Abigail Tolentino. Unlike most students here who went to Alvarado Middle School or Cesar Chavez, I came from a very small private school, having been placed in private education for basically the entirety of my life. So you could imagine the absolute shock and fear I had coming to a school of a size like this. I barely knew anybody, and I was basically a nobody, and stood terrified at the thought of being the only kid who had no friends. Now, I could go on, recounting all the stories and events that took place throughout my high school career, but sadly, I don't have the time for that, and I'm sure you all don't either. So to summarize, I would like to compare my high school experience to a trip to the store. Yes, I know it sounds a little weird, but hear me out. When you step into a store, you may have an idea of what you're looking for, but have no idea where it is. So you wander around, browsing through different aisles, stumbling upon different items along the way. And when you finally reach the section you were looking for, you place the item in your cart, but realize that it's already halfway filled. So what I'm basically trying to say is that we came into high school expecting maybe several things, whether it be education or friends, but what we didn't expect were the memories filled with laughter, the connections and relationships that were made, or the late nights full of tears because you waited until the last minute to write your paper. We all came here expecting an education, but we all came out with so much more. To all my fellow seniors, I know that this year wasn't what it was supposed to be. With all the activities that we've been looking forward to the past 4 years, being gone, just like that, I understand the overwhelming feelings of sadness and frustration. But although our last year here ended like this, that doesn't mean we should leave here feeling discouraged. We should feel proud and accomplished that we've made it this far, through all the obstacles and barriers high school threw at us. We've made wonderful friends and created memories that will last a lifetime, and this brand new chapter of our lives that we're about to enter is only going to offer even more. As a final thought, I'd like to acknowledge my ICL family. To all of the ICL teachers who've taught me the past 4 years, thank you for always believing in me and pushing me into doing my absolute best. You've created a learning environment that not only helped me grow as a student, but also as an individual, and have never failed to give me the courage and motivation I needed to make it through this journey. If it weren't for all of you, I wouldn't be standing proudly here today. And to all of my fellow ICL graduates, thank you all for just being you. From the laughs and smiles we shared to the hardships we have faced together, you guys have given me endless memories that will still have me laughing 10 years later. I truly found a home here in Logan among all of you, and I would never change this experience I've had for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. And now, to address the class of 2020, please join me in welcoming the New Haven Unified School District Superintendent, Dr. John Thompson.
Hello, graduates. I'd like to start by thanking all of you for your flexibility and determination to get to this point. You're all high school graduates, and you've earned it. Congratulations. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out to all of you that we all owe a debt of gratitude to the family and staff members that worked so hard to help you get here. Thank you, parents and staff members. I think I could spend all of my allotted time talking about the challenges and disappointments that the class of 2020 faced, but I'm not going to do that. What I'd like to talk about are the reasons why I think that this class, more than any other class, has reason to be excited. So let's start by thinking about what this is. This is a commencement ceremony, and commencement means a beginning or a start. And that's really what graduating from high school is, the start of your adult life. Let's next talk about why the class of 2020 is better prepared than any other class that's preceded you to embrace the new beginning that awaits you. First, you're adaptable. No other group of students has had to adjust to so many changes and to figure out how to navigate so many different circumstances. Next, you've learned how to be great communicators. And I'm not talking about making a TikTok. You've learned so much more about how to communicate with students, how to effectively communicate with peers, teachers, staff members, family members, using a variety of different resources and tools. You also have perseverance. The fact that you are all watching this is a testament to your perseverance. You had to get through high school in ways that no other high school students have ever had to do so. Finally, you have resilience. And being resilient means being able to handle adversity and loss. And certainly this class has been able to maneuver through more loss and adversity than most classes. So let's think about it. You're adaptable, resilient, you have perseverance, and you're great communicators. These are the qualities that you need to be successful, not only in whatever you're choosing to do next, but in life. So while you may have doubts about what's coming next, about have difficulty in seeing past the uncertainty of our current reality, the skills and abilities you've gained by getting through this year make you more prepared for whatever it is you're doing next, regardless of whether it's college, work, a trade school, or even if you don't know exactly what you're doing next. Graduating from high school is exciting, but it's also a bit scary because no matter what your plans are, every student is apprehensive to one degree or another about what's happening next. However, you are ready, you're prepared, and that is worth celebrating. So embrace this uncertainty and go with it. Go boldly into it, and if you do so, you'll find that there are opportunities that await you, unexpected ones, that if you're using your skills, they'll lead you where you need to go and where you're meant to go. So in closing, I want to let you know that we are all proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2020. I wish you all the best luck moving forward. Thank you. Today, we also recognize 2 students who are the recipients of the Sione James Award. This prestigious award commemorates 2 students, Richard Sione and Leland James. The Sione James Award is the highest non-academic award that a graduating senior can be nominated for. Students, parents, and staff nominate seniors who have demonstrated significant service to Logan, to the community, and who have strong but not necessarily outstanding academic achievement. This year, we have received the highest number of nominations, 51 total nominations, and a selection committee narrowed it down to 6 finalists. The 6 finalists were notified last week. We congratulate the finalists for a job well done during their high school career and thank them for their contributions to James Logan High School and our community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating this year's outstanding recipients. They are Imani Finkley and Ashley Rosales.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. We wouldn't be here today without the support of countless staff members, parents, family, and community. I want to take a moment to thank the amazing New Haven Unified School District staff who have helped educate our students for the last 13 years, since kindergarten all the way through senior year. We owe it to you to help prepare our next generation. I also want to thank parents and family members for their support. School is not always easy, and we know how hard you have worked to not only raise these amazing graduates, but also for the support you've provided to ensure that they are successful. It is now time to make this graduation official. To do so, I'd like to present the graduating class to the New Haven Unified School Board President, Mr. Lance Nishihira. Board President Nishihira, I hereby certify that the students before you have fulfilled all the necessary requirements to receive a high school diploma in the state of California and New Haven Unified School District. Please accept them as graduates of our school.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees for the New Haven Unified School District, I accept the James Logan Class of 2020. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Nishihira. Before we bid farewell, I would like to acknowledge the officers of the Class of 2020 and invite our Senior Class President, Amira Hamid, for the farewell note.
Good morning, parents, graduates, and faculty. I am Amira Hamid, Class of 2020 Senior Class President. I think it's fair to say none of us expected to be seeing each other this way, through the screens of our iPhones, Chromebooks, or MacBooks, but I just want to say we did it. I know I'm not the only one who feels as if our class was jinxed from the second we stepped on campus. Whether it's from the clown scare our freshman year, the lockdown and school evacuation our sophomore year, the strike our junior year, or last but certainly not least, COVID-19 our senior year. Although our overall time at James Logan High School had been cut short due to numerous instances, we all still managed to create lifelong relationships, learn lifelong lessons, and keep lifelong memories. I cannot stand here today and say I personally know each and every one of you, because that would be a clear lie, but I can say each and every one of you has impacted an individual's experience here at Logan. Being in quarantine these past few months allowed me to appreciate the moments I saw as norms, like Miss Patty's enthusiastic greetings at 7 a.m. or Mr. Harper and Mr. Puka's dad jokes that somehow made learning chemistry and AP Calculus BC enjoyable. I even miss passing through the carpet hallways to see the school's most notorious couples and walking through the 500 and smelling the trees. Yes, it has gone to the point where I miss the smell of those trees. Not only am I beyond grateful to be a part of this class, but I personally would not know where I am today without my mom, father, Nana, younger sister Camila, older sister Naima, best friend Natalie, and most importantly, Allah. I also want to give a special thanks to all of the teachers at James Logan High School. They have spent countless unpaid hours solely to further our education and ensure we are on the right track to succeed. Not only do they teach us the value of hard work, but especially to never back down for what we know is right, no matter how many are against us. From being a little Ghanaian girl, giving my 8th grade promotion speech, to standing in front of you today, giving my high school graduation speech as your senior class president makes it that much more special. I'm not going to lie, if someone were to tell my 8th grade self I'd be giving the speech in the EMP room at Logan solely with the cameraman, I would have thought you were lying. It breaks my heart knowing we won't be able to walk the stage and move our tassels from the right side of our heads to the left together. But please remember, this doesn't diminish any of our accomplishments. Our graduation was taken from us, but our memories at James Logan High School will forever be instilled within us. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for my last act as class president, James Logan High School graduates of 2020. Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, everyone. We made it.
Thank you, Amira. And thank you to all of you for joining us in this virtual commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. I now invite you to peruse our website for the individual commemoration videos for our graduates. Thank you.